It's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week, the Spotlight on Service features the Marquette Breakfast Rotary and their upcoming fish boil. Pam Christensen from the Peter White Public Library is here along with Matt Frank to talk about the UP Book Tour. Doug takes advantage of a captive audience to talk about golf, and the Grimps perform.
Hey, that's us!
Stick around, the Doug Garrison Show starts now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound, PFL. Roll tape on masters, channel to places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
All right, okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us here at Up Front & Company and at home on Charter Channel 12 and Fox UP. Well, summer's off to a great start. You know, we're in the first week of June. I'm looking forward to an awesome summer. I hope you are too. I think we're going to have a great one again as usual here in the UP. One thing's for sure, we're not going to lack for things to do. There is so much stuff going on you wouldn't believe it. And let me just suggest this. If you are in an organization or a group and you're planning an event, it may be going to be your first time you do something, maybe next summer, I would suggest you look at a month other than June because it is jam-packed with things to do. I know it's a popular month. We like to get things done so we can have family vacations July and August. But there's no time left on that June calendar. There's plenty of stuff to do. And hopefully you get out and enjoy most of it. I want to remind you of a couple things that we talked about on last week's show. This Sunday, in fact, is the Kiwanis Chicken Barbecue here in Marquette. It's from 11:30 to 2 at Lakeview Arena. You can buy your tickets in advance from Kiwanis members or buy tickets at the door. But it's a great meal for a great cause. Kiwanis does good work in this community. And there's 3 different ways you can enjoy that meal. You can go in and sit down and enjoy it with your friends or associates there in Lakeview Arena. You can walk through the line, take it home, or take it out to Presque Isle and have a picnic. Or now you can use their drive-through. You have to have tickets in advance, but you don't even have to get out of the car. Just do the drive-through, take your meal, and take it wherever you like. So that's this Sunday, the Kiwanis Chicken Barbecue. Also remember from last week, June is Adopt a Shelter Cat Month at the at UPAWS, the Upper Peninsula Animal Welfare Shelter. If you're interested in getting a pet for your home, and cats are wonderful pets, you can name your price on cats that are over 4 months old. They always have an abundance of cats. These cats need good homes. If you'd like to have a pet as a part of your family, consider adopting a cat this month at UPAWS. And speaking of UPAWS and things that are going on this month, they have their golf outing fundraiser. It's June 22nd called Tee Up for Tails at the Marquette Heritage Golf Course. It's 18 holes of golf for $85, a 4-person scramble, goodies, and a meal. If you'd like to play, if you have a team or just like to register yourself, call the folks at Auto Armor. They're big UPAW supporters, 228-5353. That's June 22nd, Tee Up for Tails, a golf fundraiser for UPAWs. Okay, we've got a great show tonight. We're going to talk about Marquette Rotary and an upcoming fundraiser that they have. We're going to talk about a UP book tour. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite passions, and that is golf. And we've got a group called the Grimms. So stick around. We'll be right back. All right.
Zip.
Zilch.
Nada. Not a penny due when you drive away in your new Honda.
Make no down payment on this Honda Civic and pay only $220 a month.
With no first month's payment and 0 deposit.
Get this, not 1, not 10, but 26 times the Honda Accord has been voted a top 10 car. This one's just $250 a month with 0 due at signing.
Come pick out your new Honda at the new Riverside of Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Bell Hospital and Bell Rehab Services. Safely take the road to physical recovery with Bell Rehab Services. And by Marquette Golf Club, home of the classic heritage and award-winning Gray Walls golf courses. For rates and information, visit marquettegolfclub.com. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. Spotlight on Service is presented by the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union, where they are all about service to community, the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. All right. I mentioned that June is a busy month. Well, we're going to talk about an activity that's coming up in June, but first let me greet our guests. We have Gary Johnstone and Lori Schmidt from the Marquette Breakfast Rotary Club. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
You're
There's
welcome.
a couple Rotaries in town, just as there are a couple of Kiwanis clubs we mentioned, so we want to make sure we specify. I'm assuming you guys meet for breakfast. That's why you're called the Breakfast Rotary.
You got it.
Lori, you're the current president. Tell me a little bit about what your club does. Other than we're going to talk about a fundraiser you have coming up, but service to community, what types of things you guys doing?
Our club focuses on all youth activities. We're one of the few clubs that has one specific area that we target. And so the funds we raise through our fundraisers go to various organizations, groups, things that involve children, whether it's therapeutic riding, if it's sports teams, if it's school activities, just a wide variety, the theater group, the summer youth theater group, any number of things. But we really focus on helping the youth in our community.
Yeah, so you raise money through your fundraisers and then distribute it to these organizations, primarily those that are focused on things with youth. Now, you also do some things that are elbow grease yourselves. You get your club members do things.
Yes, we
What are
do.
you involved in there?
In fact, tomorrow night, our club members are going to the community garden out in Chocolate at the Baptist Church, and we are partnering with the two Boy Scouts who are going for their Eagles badge, and the other Rotary clubs are also involved. It's a partnership with all three Rotary clubs, the Eagle Scouts, and some of the community members to start a community garden. There are about 26 plots for local people to grow their own fresh
Where's
produce.
that going to be? Where's that at?
The Baptist Church off of Silver Creek Road.
Yeah, okay.
We're starting at 6:30.
Okay,
People are welcome to come
thank
in.
you. Okay, all right. You know, I wanted to mention when you talk about, raising money and distributing it to organizations and doing things yourselves, we talk about, a lot of people want to talk about small government these days. They don't want government doing everything for us. Well, this is a way to avoid, if you don't want to rely on government, get involved with your agencies, your service clubs like Rotary that do these things that the people should be doing. And this is a great outlet for people to be able to join in and participate. We can't just go out and do things by ourselves, but if you get involved in a club like Rotary, there's the vehicle by which you can participate. I'm assuming you're always looking for members too. Can you welcome new members?
Yes, we do. What we find is the people who are in the Breakfast Rotary Club enjoy the company. We have about 45 members. But the best thing is you go Rotary in the morning, nobody interrupts, you can get there, you can do your business, we're done in about an hour, and you go through the day. If we meet any later, people don't necessarily make it because of interruptions.
Sure.
But it's a wonderful way to start the morning, a wide variety of men and women, about even 50-50. All ages. It's a great, great club.
Yeah, and you have a website. We have got the address here we'll give people, but if they want to find out more, they can check out your website, find out, maybe they know some people in the club already, and find out how they might join your organization. I do want to mention, too, Lori, you told me you're executive director of St. Vincent de Paul. Gary, I know you work at Public Service Garage. It certainly helps to work at a place where your bosses and your employers encourage your involvement in the community. Otherwise, it's tough to make these things happen.
Yes, we need the support from the community, and it gives us a chance to find out more about other things in the community and show our support of those activities.
Sure, and I know, Gary, you're with Public Service Garage. I know the people there are very involved in the community, encourage the employees there to be involved with things like this.
Our owner likes to get involved in a lot of things, and he's very community-oriented.
Yeah,
too,
well,
so.
I mentioned Lori's president of this club this year. You're the past president,
I am.
and I know from watching people do this, it's almost like a part-time job. It takes a lot of time to run one of these clubs, so credit to you people for giving your time for that.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Now,
We do
I
have
wanna
a
talk
great
to you-
support group from the rest of the club.
Well,
though. It
you
makes
have
it
to. You
easy.
can't
Yeah.
just be the leaders doing everything. Everybody's got to participate. Let's talk about your upcoming fundraiser. It's called a Fish Boil. It's also called a Land and Sea Buffet. Tell me about it.
It's just a great event each year. It's on the 23rd of June this month, of course, like you said, a busy month.
Yep.
Great food and drink. We have a specialist. Chuck Weinrich is a specialist at the actual fish boil. Tremendous food. I'm not even a big fish fan, and I love it. So it's really good. So
Where's it at?
it's down at the Lower Harbor in the Fraser's Boatyard.
Nice.
They're kind enough to let us have it there each year, so it's a perfect setting. We've been blessed by the weather year after year. This is our 20th year for this. major
And it's
fundraiser.
your major
so
fundraiser.
It is. It really is. We have a couple other small ones. We're working on a new one this year, but this is where the big bucks are made, and we've been supported greatly. So
Yeah,
it's
good.
been good.
Well, I've always heard of fish boils down in Door County area and that, but it's neat to have one right here down by our Lower Harbor. Very appropriate place to have it. How do people get tickets for this event?
Tickets can be bought from any of our Rotary members. We do pre-sell all tickets, about 340.
So not available at the door?
Not available at the door.
Buy them in advance.
So please buy them in advance. We do sell out every year, so
Do you?
it's we're looking forward to selling out again, of course. We have great auction after. That's where a lot of our funds are made, and it's just excellent.
Yeah, okay. Gary, you know, with your experience in Rotary, you've been in this club for a while. What has it meant to you personally?
It's just, and Lori will agree with me, it's just a joy giving back to the community and seeing your funds go for children. That's the biggest thing for us, yeah. Really
well,
is.
I thank you both. And like I say, I know that if you're president of an organization like this, it's a lot of time. So we appreciate your service to the community. Good luck with your fish boil. Have fun with that and with your garden and all your other activities.
Sounds
All right.
great.
Gary
Thanks.
and Lori from the Marquette Breakfast Rotary Club, thanks for joining us and good luck with that.
Thanks for
All
having
right.
me.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to go on a UP book tour, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car finance in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR. New or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
Togo's, Marquette's original submarine sandwich.
All right. Thank you very much. We are talking about a book tour now, and the great thing about this tour is it comes to you. You don't have to go anywhere. How about that? With me are Pam Christensen, our friend from the Peter White Public Library. Welcome back.
Hello.
And Matt Frank, professor of creative writing from Northern. Thanks for joining us, Matt. Thanks, Pam, tell me, this is the second year of this tour. Am I right about that?
This is actually the third year.
Okay, I was wrong. That's all right.
Yep.
It's not the first time. Just in general, explain what the book tour is.
Well, the UP Book Tour is a celebration of books and writers who have ties to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, or the Midwest. And we go to various communities, over 20 this year, in the Upper Peninsula with a group of authors who talk about their work, do readings, discuss books and literature.
Yeah. For example, some of the communities you go to.
Well, we tried to pick areas that don't have a lot of author visits. And we also took areas with high poverty levels and high unemployment. So we're visiting Brimley, we're visiting Baraga, we'll be visiting Stevenson, just all over the UP.
Places that might not have a library like we have in Marquette, or the resources that would make a lot of authors or books available to them, type of thing?
Yes, these events are being held in libraries, they're being held in township halls, they're being held in theaters, they're being held in schools. Yeah. So just wherever the community can get people to gather to talk about books.
Yeah, good. Now, Matt, you're one of the organizers of this and also an author. You've written 3 books, you tell me. You're going to be participating as one of the people on the tour. What can people expect when they show up at one of your events?
As as with many of the other events, they could expect not only to listen to an author read his or her work, but then there's also a Q&A session typically afterwards. You could ask the author questions about their work, their craft, their favorite color, their favorite food. If they want to go out for a drink afterwards, the answer is always yes. There are various panels as well where we have outside moderators asking authors questions, not only about their work, but about their ties to the region and things like that, and how Michigan / the Midwest has influenced the work that they're producing.
Yeah. Is there a genre, so to speak, of Midwestern authors that is maybe unique to this area? Do we find people that aren't urbanized, that write things that we would find associated with our area here?
Sure. I mean, you read the work of guys like Jim Harrison, for instance, and you see a lot of landscape permeating that sort of work. There's John Smolens, who works over at NMU, has written that book Cold, which is about the region. And so I think there's kind of a grittiness that comes from the landscape and the harsh winters that we endure, at least from UP writers.
Yeah. One of the things I've discovered doing this show is that we have a lot of artistic, creative people, but I usually feature it in our painters, our sculptors, our musicians, but certainly we breed a lot of writers as well. I think this area has something to do with it, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. Ander Monson will be doing programs at Northern and on the UP Book Tour. He grew up in Calumet. His books are just permeated with life for young people in rural communities where there just aren't a lot of options.
No, right.
And it's a lot of fun to read these writers because you read them and you just recognize where we live and you understand that there are good things about where we live and not so good things about the way we live, but it all just sort of embodies the UP, and that's what we want to bring to people.
Yeah, I looked over the list of authors. A couple, Jonathan Johnson and April Lindola, have both been on the show.
Yep.
Jonathan came on because he had some books he wanted to talk about. April is involved in all sorts of different things. But any other artists, any other writers you want to mention that might stand out?
Well, one of the things we're really excited about is Donald Hall will be here for a week, and he'll be doing UP Author Tour or UP Book Tour events, as well as a writing conference at Northern. And we have some events planned with him. There's a dinner honoring him on June 19th. And then he and Ellen Airgood, who wrote South of Superior, that's set in a fictional town similar to Grand Marais, and Ander Monson will be doing a panel that will be very interesting, I think.
Additionally, here in Marquette, Chris Mazza and Laura Kashishka, both writers with UP or Lower Michigan ties, are going to be here, I believe, on the 22nd of June. The events are pretty much kicking off June 20th. And going through the 23rd here in Marquette. So Chris Mazza, Laura Kashishka, Douglas S. Jones, Elizabeth Hiscox, in addition to the ones Pam has
quite an eclectic display, I would think, of styles.
It's amazing. We have people of every genre, every style. The website, the upbooktour.org website, is the best place to get information.
Yep.
We also have brochures that detail all of the events at the library.
But the schedule is at that UP Book Tour website.
That's the most up-to-date information.
Okay, and all the events are free?
Most of them are. The dinner honoring Don Hall, there is a fee, but the rest of them, there's no charge.
Okay, great. UP Book Tour, a good chance to talk to some area authors, maybe expose yourself to some things you're not familiar with. A great opportunity. Pam, Matt, thanks for joining us, and good luck. Have a good time with this.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about golf. Why not? Okay, stick around.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
We're the third oldest banking franchise in the state of Michigan. We've been able to grow the bank, add additional products and services, and expand into other areas so that we can grow and prosper, but also the customers can grow and prosper along with us. What we try to do is weave in the old with the new, but still I think it goes back again to the human element.
And that's why Peninsula Bank's been around since 1887.
All right. I was hoping for some golf clapping there, but that's okay. We like the enthusiasm. I've got a couple minutes here before we get to the Grims, so I want to take just a couple moments here to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that's golf. I don't know if you have your activities all laid out for the summer, if you have things that you do as an individual or with your friends or with your family, but I want to suggest, if you haven't tried golfing yet, give it a shot. I love the game. It's a sport that you can play your entire life, and it's a great family event. If you want to get out and spend some quality time with your children, your spouse, there's nothing like going out and playing 9 or 18 holes of golf. It's a very social as well as athletic and competitive event. You're outside, you're away from the television, away from the computers. I encourage you to give golf a try. And what I would suggest is start out by going to your local club. In Marquette, visit Marquette Golf Club and see Mark Gilmore and Mike Polini, our PGA pros. These guys don't get up early every morning to see the sunrise. They get up because they love the game of golf and they'd like to share that with you. And additionally, there are a lot of different plans that can get you involved as far as playing and making it affordable for you and your family. They have rates for juniors and different rates for different day parts and weekends and different membership schedules. There's always a way to make it work. The Marquette Golf Club is very supportive of the Marquette Junior Golf Association, where they get young people started in the game, and I think it's a great way to spend time in the summer. Plus, you can golf all over the world. It's very social, but it's also a way to get to know people. And I think once you've played golf with somebody, it's a great way to find out what type of person you're dealing with, because it's a gentleman's game, it's a ladies' game, and you call your own fouls. I encourage you to take up the game of golf. You don't have to be great to enjoy it, because I'm certainly not, and I certainly enjoy it. I want to talk for a minute about gray walls. If you've never played gray walls, here's a great opportunity to get on that course. There's a fundraiser coming up in July. It's for Bay Cliff Health Camp. You can play in this, it's called the Bay Cliff Golf Outing. Check out their page on Facebook. It's not just a good fundraiser, but it's a good chance for you to get out and play the award-winning Gray Walls course. So I encourage you to check that out. So if you're looking for something to do, aside from all those events I talked about in June, check out golf at Marquette Golf Club. Okay, I'll take a shot here, and we'll come back with the Grims, so stick around.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
Enjoy the golfing experience of a lifetime every day at Marquette Golf Club. Our two 18-hole championship courses offer everything from relaxing family fun to competitive golf as challenging as that found anywhere in the world. Our custom rate structure allows you to choose a membership package that accommodates your schedule and budget. And we offer reasonable daily fees, always available to the occasional player. In this day of green sensibilities, there's nothing more green than a day on the links at Marquette Golf Club.
All righty. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You know, I was talking earlier with Pam Christensen about the number of talented people we have in this area. Well, we have some more tonight. We have unearthed another fine young group. This is a group called the Grims. With me is Jacob Wolf, their front man. Jacob, thanks for coming on the show tonight.
Oh, thanks for having us.
How long you guys been together?
We've been together for about 2 years now.
That's excellent. Just buddies, all playing instruments, and decide, hey, let's get a group together.
Yeah. I've known Dustin for a long time. We've been friends since elementary school. But then I met Blake around sophomore year, and we just decided to put a group together.
Excellent. You say you're working on an album?
Yeah. We're in the first stages of recording a new album.
We'll watch for that. Why don't you introduce the band to us?
All right, this is Dustin Cobb on lead guitar and vocals, Blake Murray hitting the drums, and Nick Metcalf slapping the bass.
Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Grimms.
Spend some time to hail the night. Feel the music, feel alright. Let's unwind. Our hearts are beating faster. Light of the light. Baby's a disaster when nights come out. Lights are drawn. Start to lose yourself in some moment. This time, it's no way out. Argentina, señorita. Paco Sanchez looks envious. Dance all night, our hearts are beating faster. Flames ignite, a passion-fueled disaster. When nights come out, lights are drawn. Start to lose yourself in the moment. But this time, there's no way. Pistol rang from the senorita's hand as the love fell to the ground. Oh, Paco was no more. The senorita played with the bottle as fast as red and a piece in the night. In the night, oh, we lost ourselves as the murderers escaped the night. A friend, my dear Maria, she sold me to the man. So help me, somebody help me, I'm boiling this thing again. Please help me, this will pass so hell that could cross the Rio Grande. And I said, bang out the pistol rang from the senorita's hand as the love fell to the ground. Oh, Paco was no more, the senorita played with the bottle as fast as red-handed beast in the night. In the night, yeah, we lost ourselves as the murderers escaped the night.
You want a car that makes the most out of every dollar without sacrificing quality, safety, or performance. At Fox Nagani, we'll give you 2 ways to save with low car payments and fuel efficiency. Get the best compact car for the money. The 2012 Chevy Cruze as low as $159 per month and save at the pump with 36 miles per gallon. Or the 2012 Chevy Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years in a row, $179 per month with 33 miles per gallon. And you'll get the best service after the sale.
Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
This isn't an ordinary kitchen, it's a Schwalbach kitchen. So what makes that name so special? It's simple. Schwalbach Kitchens means quality. We take pride in our work and it shows in every detail. Our family of professionals work for your family to make your house a home. Customer satisfaction has always been at the heart of our business. We'll answer all your questions, listen to your ideas, and incorporate them into the final design. There is a difference when it comes to affordable cabinets. Come and see for yourself. Schwalbach Kitchens, kitchens with the personality.
All right, I want to thank our guests. We had Lori Schmidt and Gary Johnstone from the Marquette Breakfast Rotary here to talk about their Land and Sea Buffet, also known as a fish boil. We also had Pam Christensen and Matt Frank from the UP Book Tour. You might want to check that out. Visit their website to find out when and where they're going to be. We also had me talking about golf. That was exciting. I missed that, but I'll blame the wind or something. We also had the Grimms, a great young group here. All right, I want to thank you for joining us. Remember, join us here again next week on Charter Channel 12 or Fox UP. It's the Doug Garrison Show. Thanks a lot.